Let this be a lesson to you. If you're ever going to move into a place that has an HOA, a homeowners association, condo association, just know that these people are really, really amazing at getting absolutely nothing done unless it negatively affects you. They'll put rules into place that are very annoying to you as a person just trying to live their lives. But when it comes to actually getting things done, that would be positive for you. Now, there's always a delay. There's always a bylaw. There's always something weird. Now, when I was growing up, I was poor. I lived in poverty. Trailer parks, Section 8 housing. We didn't have HOAs. There was nobody who was like, you need to fix that lawn fixture there. You can't have a lawn fixture like that. None of that happened. The most interference we had was occasionally if we had something big, since Section 8 is, through the government, it was kind of an ordeal to get like a leaky roof fixed, or maybe new glass on a window, because it's more complicated because there's bars on your window. We might have to remove the bars. Yeah, I don't know, man. I grew up poor, so we didn't have to deal with this. Now, the trade-off for growing up poor is you don't have to put up with an HOA. Now, I'd probably rather just put up with an HOA than live in poverty again, but it's cutting it close, man. So here's the thing. I've said this before a few times. We'll kind of go over it quick. Internet wasn't working. I have Spectrum. We had people come out. They never decided to check the box. They're like, oh, it's the modem. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that. When somebody finally came out after months of me getting annoyed at not being able to stream consistently and seeing dropped frames and not wanting to schedule a stream if it was just going to fail, they finally bring someone out who decides to go look at the box. They find that, oh, there's been an animal in here that's been chewing up the wires. He tapes it up, says this is a temporary fix. We're going to send out a contractor to get this fixed permanently. His little fix worked for about 10 minutes after he left, and then the internet went back to not working at all. So finally, a contractor comes out. Now, while we're on the topic of HOA people, man, I have never had, well, up until recently, I've never had a July 4th off ever. I used to work a lot of grunt works, like I installed granite, and I also worked for a beverage company in the warehouse and also delivering. You're basically just picking things up and putting them down. It's just grunt work, right? Those places are always, like, you don't get off the 4th because people still want their cabinets. They still want their granite countertops. They still want their Pepsi or their Coke or whatever. So deliver, asshole. So I've never had the 4th off before. And I'm not judging anyone that does get the 4th off. It was cool to have the 4th off this year because I'm a patriot, okay? But these people up at the office, not only did they have the 4th off, but they had the day before. Now, they also had a couple days off. They left early. So let me explain. Sunday and Saturday, they had off before the 4th. So then you have the 3rd and the 4th. That's Monday and Tuesday. They had both those days off. They left early on Friday, which really meant they didn't show up. They showed up for maybe 10 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and say they also had whatever day that was off. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, of course, then Monday and Tuesday for the 3rd and the 4th of July. Okay, fine. Fair enough. Whatever. They didn't come back till like the 12th. They were legit just like, and it's always kind of wild to me because I feel like this is this messed up thing where the people that work the least get the most days off. Okay. When I was working grunt work jobs, like working like physically the hardest that I could work, trying to get things done fast, granite's heavy, like it's physically demanding to do this work. When I was working those jobs, I had to wonder whether or not I would get Christmas off. You know what I'm saying? Like, do we get Christmas off this year, guys? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. That's what I had to worry about at that period in time. I've noticed that since I've gotten more into like remote work, it's been a while since I've recorded. I'm slurring my words a bit, but since I got into remote work, I've gotten more days off, and my work has gotten easier. You know what I mean? There's something about like the easier your work gets, the more time you get off. And I've also noticed in my field of work now that there are people that get these very long extended periods of time off, and they'll be like, oh, I really needed this. I've been overworked to the bone lately. And it always makes me laugh as somebody that worked pretty much like 99% of the year, but it is what it is. So anyways, these HOA people, they get a lot of time off. When they are here, they're nothing but an inconvenience to me. They complain about everything. We haven't done anything to get in trouble with the HOA, but just to give you an example of certain things they don't like, if you have a balcony and you have flip-flops on that balcony, they will fine you. If your child leaves a toy on the balcony, they will fine you. You're allowed to have a chair that looks like a balcony like chair, and that pretty much sums it up. If you, no rugs. They don't want rugs out there. There's a lot of stuff they will not allow. Now, take in mind, you buy like they tell owners this. They say, I know you bought this place with your money, but none of that. Okay. So, anyways, the contractor says we need to do this. We need to drill in the wall. The condo association, HOA, whatever I have to call them, says we can't allow any drilling in the hole. We can't, no drilling from the outside. They say it's the only thing they can do. Spectrum says the only way they can do this is if they drill this hole in the wall. Well, we literally reach a point where the office says, no, you can't do that. We don't allow drilling. And to be honest, we haven't even found the specific place where it says you can't drill a hole in the wall. We have the bylaws that they talk about. It doesn't say anything about that. So we've been asking the manager, like, where does it say that? I just want to know, where does it say that? And she's yet to answer us in any way, but she's very busy sitting up at the office, and her person at the front office that helps organize her day-to-day life, she has a very hard time. Sometimes I'll catch her outside talking on the phone for hours and smoking cigarettes. She's a very hard worker. Hey, it is what it is, man, So we don't get anything done on that front, and basically it reaches a point where it's like, well, I guess we just don't get internet. Which, listen, I realize that that's like a very first world problem. But it's kind of interesting, right? Because if you're watching this video, you don't realize just how nice you have it to just like be able to pull up a video without having to wait out. Like, I've been watching videos on my phone because I have unlimited data. But as far as if I wanted to watch a YouTube video right now on this PC, I would legit have to start the video, go to the page, pause it, go find something to do for 10 minutes. And then maybe when I come back in 10 minutes, the video will be about halfway loaded. You know what I mean? That's how bad things are right now, using hotspots and various things. We're trying to find the best alternative. We actually do have an alternative showing up soon, which should work. But the point is, HOAs. Dear God, man. We spent so long basically knowing, okay, this is what needs to be done. Is there any way it can happen? And because the HOA, because those people had off, they didn't have to come into work for so long, we basically spent 2.5 weeks just sitting around and thinking like, maybe we'll find out today. Maybe we'll find out today. And then finally, after 2.5 weeks, it's like, I don't know, you're screwed, I guess. So, it almost makes me wish, like, if I had known it was going to be like this 2 weeks ago, I wouldn't even come to you, said anything to you. I would have just been like, whatever, I'm canceling Spectrum. I'm going to look into alternatives that don't involve, whatever. And, I really, at this point, I don't even need to necessarily listen. I'm over it. Maybe I don't need to stream. Maybe I just need to focus more on improving the quality of my videos or whatever. I would just like to be able to upload consistently. Like, I'm telling you right now, this video is probably going to take, I can't even imagine how long this video is going to take to upload. It's probably going to take all night. But, it is what it is. It's really a first world problem. And, because of this, I've been touching a lot of grass. And every time that happens, I realize how nice it is. I would enjoy making YouTube videos, though. That would be cool. I would enjoy doing that. So, we're on our way to hopefully getting this situation solved. But it's probably going to be a few more days. So just to let you guys know, I've noticed I've been getting subs doing absolutely nothing. I think, I uploaded one video about the whole iDubbbz thing. Maybe that got me a couple subs because it was about iDubbbz and Leafy, and that was at the time, whatever. But, I've been scrolling through Twitter a lot. Like, if I'm stuck at home, because it's been raining a few days, if I don't go out and touch grass, I'll just scroll through Twitter. And, that's not a good place to be mentally, on Twitter, ever. But lately I just kind of hop on, say something. I don't have notifications turned on. I just do whatever. But so anyways, I thought I'd update you guys on what's going on. I have this autism brain where I was I knew I was gonna say update you guys, but I skipped and I said update. I always do that. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, I'm not gonna edit this video because I need to update my video editor, and I can't. And because it's Filmora, so since it's on a subscription type service where I pay monthly, I have to re-download this update and connect. And every time I try to do it, it doesn't connect. I don't think I actually have to update. I just think I have to have a stable connection since it's a subscription type thing. But there we are. It kind of sucks dick.